Hi guys, so you've been hearing organic poultry or organic chickens before, then congratulations, because these organic chicks, I'm going to be using them to train you from start to finish. You will know what we use from day one to maturity. I mean, we are not using any antibiotics for these ones. It's all pure organic. So if you are interested in that, you want to stick to this channel. If you are yet to subscribe, you want to hit that subscribe button. Also click the like button so that you get to see more of these videos as they come. Hopefully I'm going to be putting out videos day after day to ensure that you guys are able to follow up, and for those who will be able to take part in the course, you will be seeing more than the general public will see actually. So if you are still interested in that course, you will find a link in the description below. It's a 10 days training that I crashed into a course, and it's highly informative. You also have access to all my books. So let's cut that and let's quickly go right into the video. So at this point, I have to say a very big thank you to Afrimash for making this possible. As a result of their 200k challenge, and you guys that supported me in that challenge to make sure that DIY Agric is the winner, we are able to make all this possible. Actually, on their site, because of the 200k voucher they gave, I was able to purchase this brooder guards. You can see it's really looking good, and you know this one can't get messed up by water. I also got the electric gas brooder. I'm going to be showing you what that looks like, and I got this new feed that I'll be trying out. And there's one interesting thing I want to say about the feed. Even from the first day, I have something important to say about it, and if you want to hear that, you want to watch this video to the end. I find myself looking at the chicks anytime I'm making a video around them. I don't even look at the camera, so you may pardon me for that. I just get distracted by their sound and you know everything. All right, so this is day one and they came in quite good. We're going to be starting from when I received them. Yeah, there were some that came in dead. That was bad, and I guess it was because of the road. The road to my area is very bad. That was the reason why when I was bringing in the supplies from Afrimash, I had to pass through a funny desert area, you know, but not everybody will want to pass that area. So I lost some of them upon getting the chicks. I was not able to bring them in myself, so the driver brought them in, and you know I lost some, about 6 of them or so, and the dog took care of it already. But from that moment, their health and their well-being, I would say they are doing fine. Their weight not that bad. They weigh about 40 something to 50 something grams, which is very good for the broilers there. And I have, as you can see, the other color is a dual purpose breed, the Noila, and these ones too are really doing well. All right, so here we have about 150 something chicks, and we are going to be using this to train ourselves. Yeah, I'm going to be using it to show you guys how to raise them from day 0 to maturity. I'm going to be telling you about the medications, maybe not all of it, but those who will be taking the course and the members of the YouTube platform, you'll be seeing everything, the medications and all that. But I'll do well to show you guys a lot of things too. Yeah, I'll do well to show you guys a lot of things that will help you, and you'll be able to raise your birds. Okay, should we just go to the feed? Yeah, let's just go straight to the feed. I got Hendrix pre-starter, I got starter, I got their grower, and I got their finisher. Thanks to Afrimash, they made all that possible. 200k is a lot of money, and for me to have all these things without paying for them, wow, it's a huge help. It's a huge assistance from there. The temperature here is already going down, so I may have to put on the gas brooder just for a while because it's drizzling outside. Yeah, the temperature is really chilling outside, and here it's still fair, but it's going down, it's dropping. I have my smart thermo hygrometer here, is still saying 29.9, but it's been descending from 32, so I believe it's still going to go down more than that. All right, so the feed, I started with the pre-starter, but there's one thing I want to say about that pre-starter. Yes, it doesn't matter how enriching a feed may be, or even a food for humans. It doesn't matter how enriching or how palatable it may taste. There are some things that also affect the rate at which you consume them. For example, if you don't like pepper, you don't like the pepper in your stew to be too hot, and you got rice and some stew on it and the pepper is too hot, sorry, I might have to kneel down. Okay, and it's too hot, you may not be able to eat that meal. Or even if the food itself is so hot, it's steaming hot, you may have to calm down. And for somebody who is hungry, it might be frustration on your part. So there's something I noticed about the Hendrix pre-starter. I wonder why it's pre-starter if it's almost 1 centimeter long. Yeah, some of it is almost 1 centimeter long. This morning I had to do something because the birds could not achieve crop field since last night that I brought them in around to 12 or so, and I rested them. Up until this morning, they didn't eat much at all. I would say they didn't even eat anything, because I could barely see 1 or 2 of them that has food in the crop, not even crop field now. They didn't eat. They were not able to pick it up. There was light here. I had this light on, and they even brought light in the night, so they had light. It was not light. They had water. It was not that they were thirsty, but they didn't eat. So the feed seems to be too long. I don't know why it's in that form, or maybe it's always in that form, but I just feel it's not right. For day old chicks, the right feed for them in the Hendrix feed table is the pre-starter, but then the pre-starter is too big for them. So I think they really need to work on that. Yeah, we actually yet to test how good the feed is in terms of feed conversion and all that, but I want to believe that it's going to perform well, maybe better than the one we've been using before. But on the form in which the feed is made, I'm going to show you. You should be seeing it on the screen now. I took a recording of that. What I had to do is I had to get the feed out this morning. Then I had to like get a mortar and pestle, and then I started to pound it just to achieve at least half the size of the feed. If I could break it into 2, at least they will be able to pick that. So that was what I did, and then I felt, the kind of care that the mother hen provides. This morning I got to feel it. Sometimes you see the mother hen calling the chicks and making some kind of funny sound, and then she's trying to break into bits the food that she's got for them. It could be a grasshopper, it could be anything, but she tries to break it down. Even if it is millet, even if it is maize, she tries to break it down. I guess that was what I did this morning. Though it was fun on my part and it was cool, but then if you have to deal with 20,000 broilers, you may not be able to pound. So I think Hendrix needs to work on that. It may not be the best, but then to the farmers, if Hendrix will give you better results, and all you just need to do is maybe put it in a grinder. I know some people will still do it, but then it's better if the company just makes it easy for all of us. And guess what happened after I was able to pound the feed and get it into a smaller size? They started to hit. Most of them didn't have feed in their crop before, but right now most of them have. Yeah, the crop is almost full. In fact, some of them have their crop filled up already. Yeah, all the ones I'm checking now, their crops are filled. You can see they have a crop filled. They are even taking water. Yeah, this one is so full. I wish you can see it. So it just meant that they would have been able to eat overnight too if the feed was in smaller size. So let's see what we get. I know we are still going to be talking more about this feed, but if you're interested, I know a lot of people have heard about Hendrix before, and if you're interested in buying, I would like to tell you that it's not everywhere, it's not in all states, but there are places that you can place your order and it gets delivered to you. So if you're interested in buying, I will provide a link to the store so that you can purchase your own Hendrix feed. I think this should be good. This should be good for them. But then, as we proceed, I will have more to say about the feed. So on the food part, we are still watching. We are we're having our fingers crossed. Let's see what they give us in 1 week. And yeah, that's that about the feed. And for the medication, so far I've only given them coconut water. Right now I'm going to be changing it soon to garlic and ginger extract. Maybe adding some lactobacillus to it, and maybe tagiri, the Christmas melon. I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, I think I'll provide the chart. I provided the chart on the group, on those who joined the training or the course. I provided the chart. So I'm going to be giving them garlic, ginger, lab, and maybe the tagiri today. Okay, but they are doing well. It's just that the weather is becoming cold. It's becoming cold, and I would like to put on the gas brooder for them, even if it's just for 1 hour or so. So far I think we are doing good. Another reason why the temperature is dropping real fast is because I have this side of the house open, because I need some light so you guys can see my dark face. All right, so I'm going to close that part again now and drop the curtain. So probably they may not even need the gas. I'll be able to decide that after doing so. And for the gas brooder, wow, I don't even want to start doing that in this same video. The gas brooder is excellent. Trust me, it's excellent. When I say excellent, it is excellent. This is the thermometer that I didn't open it up the other time. I tested it. It's just perfect. Trust me, it's perfect. Anytime the temperature, you know, I have this my smart thermo hygrometer here to check it even far away. Even when I'm sitting down in the house there, I'm able to check what it's reading. And anytime it's dropping, this guy just picks up, increases in the rate at which it's burning. And whenever it's going high again, it just goes down. This goes down, you know. It's just so good. I have the chart on the app. I'm going to show you the chart so you see that the temperature did not even go beyond the range that it was supposed to be. It's just so good. And talk about gas consumption, I'm already optimistic that this thing is going to save on gas, but I need to test it for a couple of days before I can drop a verdict on that. But trust me, this is like the best I've used. It's the best I've used. I don't know if it's the best on the market, but it's the best I've used. And if I can say it's the best I've used, I've tried a couple. That's that about the gas brooder, and I'm going to drop a comprehensive review of it in another video, but that's not for now. For now, just take my word for it. It's dope. All right, yeah, one way to not miss out on these videos, on this whole series, is to subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. So until the next time, wish our babies good health as they enjoy the kind of care that we are giving them. All right, so bye.